सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Yeah. Yes. Yes. There is a question from Narayanji. We'll take it up and then we'll come to Ranjani's question. Yeah, she's there. Yeah. Anshu, the question is being posted to you. You have to do it on the screen.
Oh. Okay, sir. Give me a second. Yeah. From Chennai, it will take a couple of seconds to come to Dubai. And then from Dubai, it has to come back to Chennai again. Yeah. 2 feet away, no. No, he is only sitting 2 feet away from, but it is not coming like that. Yes. It's okay. Did you get it? I'll make him read it. Yes. Question from the previous class. In the last class, you termed a few characteristics weakness of an individual as package. You said this package doesn't change however much an individual feels within oneself that he has overcome the package. As I understand, karma, bhakti, jnana help in the change of guna. One can realize the change. The change is visible to others too. Now the questions. I'll read the statement again. In the last class, we were discussing package. So the statement made was, you termed a few characteristic weaknesses of an individual as package. You said this package doesn't change however much an individual feels within oneself that one has overcome the package. This is what is said. The question is, as I understand karma, bhakti and jnana help in the change of guna. One can realize the change is visible to others too. Now the questions. The first question. Does change in guna change the package? First question. When the guna changes, does the package with which a human being comes also changes? Second question. Does change in guna and continued evolvement change everything but the package? Question number 2. I'll take up answers one by one. We are not going to answer everything together. Third question. Is package relevant only to a few unique relationships? If so, why doesn't the change in guna help in overcoming the package? Question number 4. How does one overcome the package? Is the question clear? We'll take up one by one. The first question. Does change in guna change the package? we should say change in vasana, change the package. There are two terms that we have to be very clear with. Vasanas and gunas. Again, I repeat, there are two fundamental terms that we have to be clear about. One is vasanas and another is guna. Vasana is the cause of action. Vasana is the cause of action. Guna determine the quality of the action. Again, I repeat, vasana is the cause for action. Guna determines the quality of the action. Vasana means the memory that you carry from the past. That is a vasana. Vasana is nothing but memories. Memories means a kind of habitual responses, impressions. Those impressions will make you to keep, acting in a particular way again and again and again. And every time you act on that way, it will get reinforced. You will have an impression, you will act according to that impression, and the very acting according to that impression will further strengthen that impression. So I act according to vasana, and vasana gets strengthened. You follow? For example, if I have a habitual way of responding to anger, I continue to behave in that way. Every time I continue to act in that way, what happens? That becomes more and more and more strong. That is called a vasana. Are you able to follow? So vasanas are the cause for actions which is gotten from the past impressions. Now, what is the past impression means? Remember, actions are the past impressions. You follow? When we say past impression means in the way in which you acted in the past is the impression you carry today, and this impression will drive the action of tomorrow. And every time you act on that, the impression becomes deeper and deeper, stronger and stronger. Are you okay with the vasanas till now? This is what is known as a vasana. What is a guna? Distinct and different from vasana is a guna. Just as vasana is very difficult to translate in English, guna is also very difficult to translate in English. Those 7-8 terms upon which the entire Vedantic philosophy is resting, no language has any equivalent. We can come up with some word, but it doesn't convey the entire meaning that we wanted to convey. So, and when we say guna, in English, you have to translate it as a quality, a property. You follow? So, when we say, if you have to translate guna, what is the guna or quality or a property is distinct and different from the way we talk about in Sanskrit as guna. Guna is the particular manifestation of that personality. Vasana drives the action. Guna is a particular aspect of the manifestation of the personality. I don't know whether I'm trying to make it clear or complicating it further. I don't know. Guna is that which defines your quality of the quality of your being, the quality of your actions is determined by the by the gunas. Actions are driven by vasanas, impressions, the past impressions. Supposing if we have a proportion of, let us say 60% sattvic, in each and everything of yours, that 60% sattva will manifest. You can't be very sattvic in one and very tamasic in the other. That combination won't happen in gunas. Are you able to follow? You can't have like I'm very sattvic when it comes to listening to music, but very tamasic when it comes to eating food. That kind of a change and all won't happen. Again, I repeat, you can't, a person can't be very sattvic in food and very tamasic in something else. If you are 60% sattvic, that 60% sattva will be the flavor of everything that you do. So guna becomes a kind of a flavor in everything that in each and everything that you in the way that you dress, in the way that you choose the colors, in the way that you eat, in the way that you talk, in the way that you every aspect of your personality. Able to follow? Now, these two words has to be very clearly understood. Are you okay with these two words? Now I'll come to the word package. Because the whole question is revolving around the word package. What is meant by the word package is, we said all human beings is a package. Here, what is meant by package? Package means that person has a very unique combination of so many factors. Package means each and every human being has a very unique combination of factors. When I am interacting with you, you have a unique combination of features. Ram Subramanian. When you are interacting with me, I have a set of unique combinations. So you are a package and I am a package. Now, when we both are interacting with each other, what will happen? Something in me will be agreeable and disagreeable to you. Something in you will be agreeable or disagreeable to me. This is what is called package. Then I continue to say that very few recognizes that they are a package, first of all. Very few recognizes that they are a package. One. Number two, even those who recognize the package will be in a denial mode of certain aspects in themselves. They'll be in a denial mode. They'll say, no, I don't. I am not this. I don't have this. Are you able to follow? Everybody is a package and everybody will be in a denial mode about their own package. When you are in a denial mode about your own package, that same understanding you will carry in all your relationship with others also. So you will be in a denial mode about the package of others. Therefore, what happens? All relationships suffer. All relationships suffer. Why did we say this as a package? Remember the distinction we made. Very difficult to assess a human being, very difficult to relate with another human being is because of the package. With other species, it's very difficult to assess and relate because you know one cobra, you know the entire cobras. You know one lion, you know the entire lion. You know one tiger, you know the whole lot of tigers. You know one human being? Only that person. Only that person. Why? Because human being comes with package, which is individual vasana, individual nature. What is that individual nature? We are going to see that characteristics. And I said no last week. Remember that statement: temperament, disposition, character, whatever be all that. You forgot. Now comes the, are you okay till now? Now the question is, karma bhakti jnana help in the change of guna. Karma bhakti jnana help in the change of the question. Okay. So, does karma bhakti jnana help in the change of guna? One can realize the change is visible to others too. Correct. The entire purpose of the spiritual path is to eliminate the tamas, keep minimum rajas, and promote sattva as much as possible. The entire spiritual journey is nothing but eliminate tamas, minimum rajas, sattva as much as possible. So that is the whole entire effort of karma bhakti jnana itself. When you do that, does change in guna change the package? Definitely it changes the package. The change in guna will bring a change in the package. You are able to understand how it will bring the change? Because the very effort is to change the proportion of the guna. Wherever there is tamo guna, I force myself into action. What is tamo guna? Tamo guna is nothing but a inner nature that tells you don't do. Don't do. Just sit. Huh? Just sit quiet. How many years you are listening to Vedanta? What does tamas say? Don't do. Just sit. Huh? Idle. Huh? Do nothing. Negative action. He's supporting you. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Oh. Sri Ram was trying to support Vasanthi.
Do the wrong thing.
Huh?
Do the wrong thing.
Do the wrong thing.
Justify wrong as right.
Tamas is nothing but don't do, sit stubbornly. Tamoguna is stubbornness. You should always remember. Tamoguna means stubbornness. Not yielding, correct. Tamasna adam, pramada. Tamoguna, one definition of tamoguna is stubborn. It will just not allow me to, it will not allow me to yield, it will not allow me to move. That is tamoguna. So wherever this tamoguna comes, I am making an effort of what? Injecting myself, poking myself into action. Hatha yoga. That is called Hatha yoga. So karma bhakti jnanam yarukku? From rajas to tamas, from rajas to sattva. Again I repeat. Why we don't talk about Hatha yoga in this classroom is because it is assumed that if you come into Vedanta, you will be at least rajasic, not tamasic. But still, Shankar, Purida. Yeah, the assumption is this. What is the assumption? Vedanta class Vandale, Rajoguna is predominant, we assume and we do. So, from tamas to rajas is hatha. It's called compulsion. Poking yourself into, whipping yourself into action. That is tamas to rajas. It means when you do it continuously, the tamoguna reduces. Then the rajoguna. What is rajoguna? Agitated actions. What is rajoguna? Rajasuku ஒரே definition da. What is the definition of rajoguna? Agitated actions. She has added up completely agitated actions. Refine it. If tamas is sitting stubborn, rajas is actions will be painful actions. எப்பெல்லாம் action painful இருக்கோ அப்பெல்லாம் it is rajoguna. புரியுதா சிலம்பரசன்? Tamoguna sitting stubborn, not yielding. That's it. I will not let the whole world say what they want to say. Somebody can die right in front of my eyes also, I will not yield. That is called tamoguna. What is rajoguna? Actions associated with agitations. Actions associated with agitation சொல்றதை விட, if you use pain, you will understand what rajoguna is. Actions always appear painful. The thought of doing it is painful. While doing it is painful. So worried about the result, agitated because of the result. Doing is painful, agitated because of the result. Adu rajoguna. Are you okay? What is sattva guna? Not these two. Sattva is very simple. Not these two, na sattva guna. Because you can't positively say what sattva is. When these two aren't there, what happens? You are not stubborn, you are in action, and that action doesn't have any pain element, and the action doesn't have any agitation in it. It's called sattva guna. Everyone follow? The entire spiritual path is to change the proportion of the gunas. Even though loosely we say change the vasana and all that, most of the time we are only trying to improve, we are only trying to change the guna proportion. It's not what you do that matters, it is how you do it. How many times we have heard it? The how is the guna component. What you do is the vasana component. Again I repeat, Prasad, purida? It's not what you do that matters, it is how you do it. The what is driven by what you do is because of the vasana. How you do it is because of the guna. Therefore, he says, it's not what you do that matters, it is how you do it. The very change, the guna proportion changes. If we have answered, does change in guna change the package as yes, rest of it doesn't have any. 2 and 3 has no, 2 and 3 is not relevant. Because second question says, does change in guna and continued evolvement change everything but the package? No. Package keeps changing. How it will change the package? You will continue to do the action because vasanas didn't change. Action will continue, but what has changed as package? The guna has changed. Therefore, there will be a sattvic component in whatever you do. The sattvic component goes on increasing in whatever you do. In that sense, you can say the package changes. When we say package changes, don't say vasana changes. Say as the gunas change. A painter will continue to paint. A dancer will continue to dance. Remember the example we gave? of the sculpture, making a temple. Remember that same action. One fellow said, I'm bread and I'm earning my bread and butter. Another fellow said, இன்னைக்கு சாயங்காலத்துக்குள்ள முடிச்சு தொலைக்கணும் பார்த்தேன். Rajas. Sattva is divine. I'm building. He said, I'm building a temple. Yeah, I'm building a temple. See, all of them technically will say the same thing. But the attitude, see, all of them technically will say, I'm making a temple only. All of them are, but then the first fellow said, I'm earning my bread and butter. Second fellow said, deadline. முடிச்சுன்னு பார்த்தேன். கடன் முடிச்சுட்டு run away. Sattvic fellow said, the third fellow said, I'm building a temple. What is the difference? The guna difference, not the vasana difference, not the action difference, the guna difference. Now are you able to understand the difference? Is package relevant only to a few unique relationships? If so, why doesn't the change in guna help in overcoming the package? Package is relevant because you are that package. That's how you will be in every relationship, in all relationships. Because that's what you are. As I said in the beginning, if you are predominantly Rajasic, you will be predominantly Rajasic in all relationships. It is very difficult to be, I can't say I'll be very sacrificial in one and very selfish in others. That those kind of things don't exist. 4. How does one overcome the package? That you have already answered. Karma, bhakti and jnana. Where there is tamas, hatha yoga. Where there is rajas, karma, bhakti. Again repeat. Where there is tamas, hatha yoga, nothing will work. To a tamasic person, you can't show sympathy. You should not show compassion. All that you need to do is what? Take a whip. 3 types of horses, Ananda. Buddha. Beautiful is that example, Buddha's example. There are 3 types of horses. The first horse will move only when it is whipped, then only it will move. The second horse, the cracking sound is enough. Just take the whip and get the whip ready. The horse moves. The third horse, Ananda, the shadow of the whip is enough. Whip it will start. That is Sattva Guna. You follow? There are 3 types of horses, Ananda. Yes. Beautiful. Therefore, how does one overcome the package? Tamas to Rajas, Rajas to Sattva, Karma, Bhakti. That's how one overcomes the package. Is it okay? Yeah. One more question is there from Ranjini. We'll take it up. Wait, they will unmute you. Then only you can. Yes. Yeah, yes, now you can.
My question was partly relating to that, and part of the question is answered.
Yeah.
There's some more is left.
Okay.
So,
Here
the question is from the 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
Topic is how the species function from the 2nd paragraph.
Okay. One second. Chapter 3, topic, how the species function. Second paragraph.
From the middle of the paragraph.
Yes.
The vasanas of a species determine their temperament, disposition, character, which projects their particular mode of living.
Yes.
So this is the paragraph which I am not able to understand.
Yes. Okay. There it is highlighted. Okay. The vasana of a species determines the temperament, disposition, character, which projects a particular mode of living. Okay.
Yeah, this I am not able to understand. So I need a little bit of elaboration on this paragraph.
On this statement.
Not paragraph, in the statement.
The statement. Okay.
And another question is like, what does the package comprise of?
Yes.
Even that I don't know.
Okay. First, we will take up the question from the text.
Yes.
The text. The vasanas of a species determine their temperament, disposition, character, which projects their particular mode of living. Each and every species has a very particular mode of living. Are we okay with this? A particular mode of living means a unique style. Some will take, okay, a Komodo dragon will swallow the prey in 30 seconds. A huge prey, it will swallow in 30 seconds. A mode of living. For a frog, it takes different. For a frog, it takes a different. So, mode of living means each and every species exhibit a distinct way of living. Not exhibit, each and every species has a distinct way of living. Are you okay till now? That distinction is because of what? Because of the distinction of the vasana. The distinction is because of the distinction in vasana. So, each and every species will have a specific temperament, will have a specific disposition, will have a specific character. That brings about the differences. Again, I repeat. How do we even know how do we even understand there are differences? Only because there is a difference in temperament, disposition, character, we are able to see all are distinct and different. If these things aren't there, we won't even know that they are all distinct and different. So, how are we working now? We are seeing distinct character, temperament, disposition, etc. on observation. On observation, you see all this and then you come to a conclusion. What is the conclusion? The distinction is because there has to be a distinction at the core. Some distinction has to be there at the core. Because of this, they are exhibiting this behavior. What is it at the core? A term that is given is called vasana. Vasana of the cobra. Vasana of a lion. Vasana of a tiger. Are you okay? We will never say guna of a tiger. We will never say guna of a cow. We will never say guna of a cobra, do we? We can't say that. Why? Because they are all the same. Collective speech, they are all the same. Only when it comes to a human being, the very combination of these two has a distinct and different manifestation. Are you able to follow? So, first thing that we understand is vasana of a species determine their particular mode of living means every species has a distinct temperament, has a distinct disposition, has a distinct character. Some animal can only eat after they kill the prey. Some animals can eat the prey while they are alive itself. Some do that. A lion cannot eat an animal live. Lion has to choke the animal to death and then only it can eat. the wild dogs eat their prey alive because they can only take 1 pound of flesh. So what they will do, bit by bit, one dog will, one pound it will take. It takes a lot of time for the animal to die. So you see distinct characters. Are you able to follow? The distinct character is because of what? We say because of distinct vasana. Are you okay till now?
So temperament, disposition, character, ella unnadana.
Yes, all three can be used synonymously. Just like it's like reinforcing it again and again and again. Don't use it as 3 distinct words. Use all the 3 as synonymous words.
Okay.
In this context. In this context, use all the 3 as synonymous words. If you bring in distinction, then it will become a because the distinction is possible only in a human being personality. Not in the character, not in the other species category. Therefore, the vasana of a species determines their temperament, disposition, character, which projects their particular mode of living. Is the statement clear now?
So if I ask, what is the difference between temperament, disposition, and character if it comes to human being? Is it right to ask now?
No, not now, because we have not yet come to that lesson.
Okay.
When we come to that lesson, we will discuss that also, but not now in this paragraph.
Okay.
We will discuss that because that's what we are going to discuss rest of the whole book. Here we are only talking about the other species, not humans. Because if we bring in humans now, we'll be going out of topic.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Sorry, what did? Yeah. The question is, what exactly is a vasana? Vasana comes from the root. Vasana means fragrance, smell. Vasana we say no Tamil, same meaning only. Fragrance. It means there is something that is so unique about that. Each and every individual, there is something so unique. That uniqueness is because of the vasana. And how did this vasana came about? The past action. The past action becomes the present vasana. The present action produces future vasana. Vasana, therefore, is the root of action, the seed of action. Vasana, therefore, is the seed of action, the root of action. Where does it, how is it stored? Where is it stored? In the memory as impressions. That's why vasana is called as impressions, memory. See, again, when we say memory, don't equate the memory of a specific embodiment. It's a memory that even this embodiment goes also, it will remain. That's why we don't, that's why we say very difficult to translate the word vasana into English. Because when you say memory, what is loss of memory disease? Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, dementia, Alzheimer's. Idella vanda vasana will go, isn't it? Yeah, because if all this comes, vasana will go. Memory, not in that sense. It's an impression at the core of the personality. That's why I said in the beginning, this vasana, this word vasana, this word guna, all don't have an English equivalent. But again, you can understand it as the seed of the action. The seed of action comes from the vasana. Are you okay? Yes. When a person is music vasanas, that person will be a musician. Painting vasanas, that person will be a painter, which comes from the past. You can take it to Purva Janma and all that. You can, if you can take it to Purva Janma, please. It is. It is, yes. It is. Sanchita it is. It is from the Purva. It is from the Purva Janma. If you really understood that there is a Purva Janma, hope we all understand that we had a Purva Janma. If you understand that you had a previous birth, you will be detached now. You will get detached instantly. You will get detached now. You know that? We think Purva Janma means going to Saranabhavan for coffee and coming back. Yeah, we talk about Purva Janma so casually. I said, no, it's not like that. Because if you really recognize that you had a Purva Janma, what you will understand? What all you are doing now, as though this is the be all and end all of life, as though these are all like so important, valuable, is what you thought. Is what you thought in the Purva Janma also. What happened to all that? What happened to all that? Completely wiped out, erased, and you are sitting here. Again it will drop. Again it will go. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, again birth, again death, again birth. Are you able to follow? So what is Vasana? That comes from the past, stored as an impression, and that which determines your actions of now, today. That's called Vasana. Are you okay? Yes. Past Janma means past actions. Even past Janma is nothing but your past actions. Purva Janma means actions. Because you are doing something there, no? Yes. Yes. When we say past means, you can say past as in this Janma, or you can say past as to how much ever backwards you can go. Go. How much ever you can stretch. Stretch. And if you really stretch rightly, you will become a sannyasi today. Why? Because this is what you have been doing again and again and again. And you will ask yourself, what did I achieve? What did I achieve? Empty-handed. So much you do only to become empty-handed and start all over again. Only for what? To get empty again. You have been trying this for so many times in the past. You don't remember it now. That's why the Shastras comes and reinforces it again and again and again. How many times will you do this? How many times will you go on doing the same thing again and again and again? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired? The Vedanta class answer is yes. After the Vedanta class, answer is no, it's not that tiring, sir. At times it is tiring, but your job is to remove the tiredness. Your job is to remove the tiredness, and I will continue with the cycle. I will continue. Balastavat Kridasaktah, Tarunastavat Tarunishaktah, Vriddhastavat Chintasaktah, Parame Brahmani Kopinasaktah. Parame Brahmani Kopinasaktah means nobody has any time for Brahman. Why? because their priorities are so convincing to that person at that point of time. At every stage in life, we will have a priority, and that priority is so convincing that this inquiry is postponed. We will not say we will not do it. We will only say, I will finish this and then I'll come here. I'll finish this and then I'll come here. Because we don't even have the integrity to say, I'm not interested in this. Yeah, we don't even have the conviction to say, I'm not interested in all these things. I will only say what? As you are equally interested, I'm also interested. Only thing is what? For you today, for me tomorrow. And the tomorrow, James Bond got a title, Madhuriyad, isn't it? He only had a movie, no? Called Tomorrow Never Comes. Something like that he had. Are you okay? The second part of the question is, what comprises the package? The second part of the question is, what comprises the package? Now we are talking about a human being now. What is the package? What comprises the package? What all goes into the package of all human beings? First thing, you can tell us. First thing that goes into the package is Raga Dvesha, correct. Likes and dislikes, correct. First thing, you can branch off into, you can build your own. From this, you can build your own things. Are you able to follow? First thing that goes into the package of human being is likes and dislikes. Second thing that goes into the package is, second thing that goes into the package of every human being. First is likes and dislikes. The second thing that goes into the package of all human beings is the specific bundle of emotions, their specific preferences. What all goes into the package now? Likes and dislikes, their emotions, their specific preferences. The Landam package. Are you able to understand? Preference means somebody will like curd rice, somebody will like biryani, isn't it? As the preferences. Somebody will like curd rice, somebody will like biryani. That is a preference. Somebody can't live without a curd rice, somebody can't live without a biryani. Na? It has become Raga Dvesha. Are you able to follow? So all human beings is a bundle of likes and dislikes, preferences, bundle of emotions. Fourth thing that goes into the package is conditioning, their intellectual conditioning. So what is the package? What all goes into the package of a single human being? Likes and dislikes, emotions, preferences, conditioning. You follow? Conditioning means communism is correct. Capitalism is correct. Whatever it is, loan vaangamala irukka mudiyadhu. Without loan, you cannot. Ella neenga pesalam, ella nalla dhaan irukudhu. But without loan, you cannot survive. It's a conditioning. It's a conditioning. Isn't it? 50 years back, when people were ashamed to take loans, now we are ashamed that I don't have a loan. Isn't it? It's a conditioning. Are you able to follow? What goes into the package of every human being? Likes and dislikes, emotions, preferences, conditioning. All this is what the human being that you encounter. Are you okay? Are you okay till now? This is what makes up a package. Where comes the problem is when your conditioning will conflict with their conditioning. Yeah. Your conditioning will conflict with their conditioning. What does conditioning means? A notion that you have developed without inquiry and you feel you have to defend it and get irritated or threatened if counter argument comes. That is called conditioning. Again, I repeat, this is a definition of conditioning. Conditioning means what? You will develop a notion without inquiry. And then if there is a contrary thought to it, you will feel it is your responsibility to defend it. You have to prove that you are right and you have to prove that the other is wrong. Are you able to follow? So every human being, all human beings are a combination of this. Likes and dislikes, emotions, preferences, conditioning. So when you are interacting with any human being, what you have to account for? You have to account for all the four. You have to account for all the four. Another word for conditioning is generation gap. Conditioning is what they call as generation gap is nothing but conditioning. Always we have a problem of generation gap. No? That day you genuinely feel the past is good and present is wrong, you have become old enough. Again, I repeat. That day you believe past is good and present is horrible, na? You have become you have become out of sync. You went out of sync. You went out of sync. And the world is not going to wait for you to get synced or not. It will keep going. Are you able to follow? So conditioning means, package means you can call it as, I'm only trying to define this word conditioning. Generation gap. What does generation gap means? The past is good, present is horrible, future is a disaster. Isn't it? Past is good, present is horrible. Logically, horrible continue into the future, where it will end? Disaster, isn't it? I remember in 70s, my grandfather criticizing the 70s music as junk. Film music. He will say, sometimes some neighbor will keep a radio, we have to close our ears and sit. Because junk music is coming. Today that is called, what is it called today? Classic 70s. Classic 70s. It means what? The teenager of that 70 has become the old man of today, and this fellow is calling it as a classic, where my grandfather, who was a teenager in 40s and 30s and 40s, that music was classic. Which is classic, which is the hood. This is called conditioning. Are you able to follow? So each and every human being is a combination of what? Package means what now? A human being is made up of likes and dislikes, specific likes and dislikes, emotions, preferences, conditioning. Assessment means you should know a human being is made up of these. what is this human being made up of? If you can understanding the package is having the right assessment of the person. We say make an assessment, make an assessment. No. What is assessment? What is the conditioning? What are their preferences? That's why when they meet each other, they ask, what do you like? What do you like? Otherwise, how else do you know? Isn't it? Have you ever come across this? Whenever two people meet for the first time and they want to, they are getting to know each other. I don't know, whatever that means. Huh? Correct. What? How do we do that? First question we ask is, அவருக்கு என்ன பிடிக்கும், அவருக்கு எது பிடிக்காது. கரெக்டா? அவ்வளவுதான். This is what package. What does he like? What does he like? I like Ilayaraja. Oh, I like A.R. Rahman. And today's children is asking, who is A.R. Rahman now? Yeah. The child at 15 is asking, who is A.R. Rahman now? Ilayaraja is museum, isn't it? Ilayaraja has become museum. A.R. Rahman, some old guy. Tyagaraja Bhagavatar and all doesn't even exist. They're all erased from that. See, you look at life, will you have any problem in assessing anybody? You'll have such a wonderful relationship with everybody, no? If you understand this. But where do you have a problem? In package. When you want the other to drop their package and suit themselves to your package. Again, I repeat, where we have a problem is, we will want the other to drop their package and suit my package. Why? Because I'm a very important person. No. What is the reason? Is there any other reason other than that? I'm a very important person. Since I'm a very important person, everybody has to. Correct. Everybody has to accommodate, change, accommodate. What is your problem, sir? Why are you getting so agitated about all these things? I'm an important person and I have these four, and me having these four is very legitimate, and other having it is correct. Aparna has got a PhD in this. Everything she's giving like answers like she's giving. Aparna, change. Please change. Don't be. Please change. My package is acceptable. The other's package is not acceptable. Or agreement will be made. What? Morning I will agree. Morning you agree to my package. Evening I will agree to your package. You have a very good understanding, sir. What is understanding? We have agreed what morning you will do, evening I'll wash the dishes. Correct. You cook, I wash. I cook, you wash. Oh no, we'll go to the restaurant. Yeah, find somebody, find some other place. Problem is sorted out. Are you able to follow what is package made up of? Package means likes and dislikes, preferences, emotions, conditionings. Emotions means love. Like in somebody, jealous will be the predominant factor. In everybody will have everything. Everybody will have all the six. What are the six? Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya, Bhaya, Dvesha. Everybody will have all the six. But the difference is somebody will be having a PhD in one. Yeah, somebody will be. You can see that, no? See, there are people who will be simply jealous about anything and everything they meet. They'll be for nothing. Some hatred, some bitterness about. There are some who will have some bitterness about anything and everything. You tell them, they'll have some bitterness about it, isn't it? Or anger for Or no? See, I can't tolerate injustice, sir. Open your eyes, it's only looks like injustice. No, there's no injustice. You are seeing it like that, it's your problem. Why should the other change? Are you able to follow? So package means, emotions means everybody will have a combination of the 6. If they have only this 6, it's not a problem. In between, they'll have genuine affection. Anga, it gets complicated. Are you able to follow now? In between, there will be some genuine affection also. In between, there will be some genuine sacrifices also. That's where it is so unpredictable. If it is only these 6, absolutely no problem. We will tell them as Rakshasa. Are you able to follow? In the R mattume irundha, they are called Rakshasa. Very clear. Sacrifice, goodness la irundha, useless people, good people, but அவங்களாம் நல்லவங்க ஆனா ஒண்ணுத்துக்கும் பிரயோஜனம் கிடையாது. They are all good people. So these two extremes are very clear. But human beings are not these two extremes. Human being has a mixture of all. Mixture of all. Are you able to follow? So emotions means mixture of positive and negative. Don't say only negative. Don't say only negative. Then we are assessing human beings wrongly. If we say only negative, we are assessing wrongly. If we say only positive, again we are assessing wrongly. It's called mishram, a mixture. So likes and dislikes, mishram of emotions, preferences, conditionings. Likes and dislikes means that which you are unyielding, stubborn. Preferences means that which you are flexible about. There are some areas which everybody will be flexible. There are some very, very stubborn. You follow? There are some who will say, okay, curd rice irundha porum, isn't it? Curd rice ipdi irundha da I will eat nakada, it becomes a problem. Are you able to follow the difference now? Curd rice is okay, but curd rice must be like this only naka. That's where very thin line between preference and likes and dislikes. That's why again it is so complicated, because preference we will understand it as likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes will be seen as a preference. You will not know how to assess. And then there is the distinction between these two. Are you able to understand the distinction between likes and dislikes and preferences? Fourth one is conditioning. Fourth one is conditioning. Fifth one, ithoda package is over. Last one, specific interests. Specific interests. That also is part of the package. That also we have to account for. Specific interest. Somebody will be interested in philosophy. Somebody will be interested in service. Somebody will be interested in emotions. Even in spiritual path itself, you can see this distinct things. Able to follow. So package means என்னெல்லாம் வருது இப்போ? Likes and dislikes, emotions, preferences, conditioning, specific interest. Specific interest. Music is general. Specific interest. Are you interested in music? Everybody will nod their head only, isn't it? Because everybody will like some music, unless a person is deaf or something, isn't it? So everybody will like some music. Specific. One person in this trip asked me about. So I was, they said, what? We are going on a long drive, 2.5 hours drive in the car. So that person asked me, what music you want to listen? Because I told them, don't. When I got into the car, I told him, don't ask any questions, I said. Yeah, don't ask any questions, I said. Why, sir? I said, don't ask any question. You are asking why? No, I said. What do you mean why? I'm saying, don't ask. Just to keep entering. So what do we do then? Put some music. some music I put. In this song by the singer, அதெல்லாம் தெளிவா இருக்கணும், isn't it? This song by the singer I put. Actually, I'm a very wicked person. I wanted to initiate a conversation. That's why I did that. So the boy sitting at the back asked, is this music? First question he asked, is this music? I said, how does it sound like? I said, how does it sound like? No, it's not music. It's like he thought it is some funeral. What is first question? Is this music? Yes. Oh. Famous all over India? No. Where people will listen? In Chennai. Oh. Little bit of other states. 2-3 southern states only they listen. Oh. How many? Maybe 50. Maximum 100 people. You go to 100 people. 100 people? Just 100 people? Yeah, concert, live concert. 100 people, and that fellow will sing for 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Without a break. For 100 people? For 100 people? 4.5 hours without a break. And then he said, Taylor Swift, Swift Taylor, Taylor Swift. I thought Swift Taylor, they will do tailoring fast. What, Anshu? I thought genuinely, they thought we should do tailoring fast. Because that's what we have seen in movies. Oh no, sir. No, what is it? Then he said, Taylor Swift. Oh, Swift. Stadium full, 300,000, 400,000, and nobody can see her. You can only see her on the screen. Preference. Highest paid celebrity, yeah. How much ticket? So much love. In bidding, 22 lakhs. You can bid for a ticket and you can get a ticket for 22 lakhs. So one ticket for one concert for 60 minutes singing. I can say they are all cracks. They can say we are crack. Now who is crack? It's specific interest. That's all. You follow what I'm saying? Specific. So package means now what? Long back, I remember. I saw a documentary on. I don't know whether it is still there or not. I remember. Preparation that goes into a Michael Jackson concert, not his concert. Preparation. You know, in his concert, 50 ambulances will be there readily. To check on that, I saw one of the concert also. People are going hysterical and they will be taken in an ambulance because they are going mad, crazy. And that man he's not seeing anybody because the lights are so much on him that he literally don't know whether it is 100,000 or 200. He can't know anything. Here, one song that fellow will sing for 4 hours. Oh Rama, why my mind is chasing the sense objects. இதெல்லாம் கான்சர்ட்ல கேட்பாங்க உட்கார்ந்துகிட்டு இல்லையா? Why do you want to listen to Oh Rama? Why my mind is going to sense indulgences? When will I develop? For 4 hours? Class better. Class will finish in 1 hour. Specific interest. So package means now you understand what? 5 things. Always remember this. Package means 5 things. Likes and dislikes, emotions, preferences, conditioning, specific interest. Each and every human being will have a unique combination of the 5. each and every human being. That's why in some areas there will be common. There will be a doctor, engineer, lawyer, but all three will be in a cricket match because they have a common interest of cricket. So in somewhere down the line, there will be groups, and groups will, because of what? One thing will be in common. Are you able to follow? This is what is called as a package. Are you okay?
I
Yeah.
just wanted to check my understanding.
Yes.
So, Vasna is cause of action, Guna is quality of action, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas,
Yes.
and package is likes and dislikes, specific preferences, conditioning, bundle of emotions, and specific interests.
Yes.
So, change in Guna brings a change in the package, meaning change in Sattva, Rajas, Tamas brings a change in likes and dislikes, preference, conditioning, emotion, and specific interest.
It may bring, it may not bring. The quality will change. It's not that a sattvic person will change the specific interest of a sattvic person will change from Swift Taylor to Carnatic music. Not necessary. Not necessary. That's where it is very difficult. That's where it is very difficult to understand. Are you able to follow? Just because a sattvic component changes, this need not change. There will be a sattvic element in that. That's all. There will be something very different about that person in that field of activity only. Are you able to follow? So you should not say all this will automatically change. That connection you should not bring. Because if we bring in the connection, it means then everybody will necessarily have to come through 2, 3, 4 specific things for liberation. It will mean that. Vedanta is saying, no. With your package, you can achieve liberation is Vedanta. Change the quality there. You need not change you need not change from, oh, liberation means only Carnatic music listening. Then only you can attain moksha. It has got nothing to do with, the person may not even know the spelling of Carnatic music, but still moksha is possible. A person can be a very good Carnatic musician and highly tamasic in nature. Adum possible. Are you able to follow?
Okay.
Therefore, that connection you should not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it okay? Is it okay? With this, we conclude for today and we continue next week with the dilemma of choice.